from?
How do I put this?
The single most difficult aspect of the movie was, what is the cat gonna look like?
Relax, kid, I'm all over it.
Because in the book, he's got a long neck and a round face and huge eyes. And you realize that you're not going to make it look like the real Cat in the Hat. You're trying to create an impression.
And I know just the guys to do it.
The most important thing, the thing that's key in making the cat's face work is, hello, Mike Myers.
That'd be me.
You know, you've got Mike Myers, who's got a very elastic and expressive face, so you don't want to entomb him in prosthetic makeup and because that makes his job, which is hard enough, even harder.
A really great balance of my face and the makeup was struck, and I have to say that the stuff is so incredibly well applied. I think I even scratched my snout once, assuming I had an itch there.
The whole ensemble is really brilliant. They worked really hard in creating it, and it's just amazing. He looks exactly like a cat, and of course he's Mike.
This is the part of the makeup process where I look like an Amish elder.
You're in 3.5 hours of prosthetic makeup, then you put this hot, furry suit on, and then you go out and there's this crew and there people are looking at you because you've got a tail hanging out your butt.
You're being a good sport.
What's that?
You're being a good sport seems hard. it's
I have more stuff in different parts and crevices in my body than I care to talk about publicly, really. My ears were remote control, my hat was remote control, my tail was remote control, and I really felt like NASA was involved in a lot of the stuff that I did.
However, a little voice inside of me is saying, this is a bad idea.
There's a couple times in the movie where I'm wearing this hat, which is really tall, and all this fur, and it was like 90 degrees in Pomona, and I had to run like for 3 blocks. It was bad. I was a sweaty, stinky mess. Well, most of the time I'm a sweaty, stinky mess, so I'm kind of used to it.
Watch me fly, kids.
It's called The Cat in the Hat.
I am the cat.
The hat, me. I am.
I looked at so many hats,
Wait just a minute. Without my hat, I'm just your garden variety 6-foot-tall talking cat.
Almost everybody knows Dr. Seuss and the Cat in the Hat everywhere.
There's no doubt about that.
It's the most recognizable hat in the world, I think.
Not really. No.
Except for maybe the Pope.
That's important.
His hat is like some weird magical hat. It can turn into stuff and changes around into different shapes, sizes. Yeah.
The cat wears many hats.
I know I do.
There's probably 15 to 20 hats for the different trick shots that they had to do. When the cat is sad hat, when the cat is happy hat.
That's right.
We have tried many, many hats. We tried tall hats and fat hats.
I prefer the term big bone.
We have a lying hat that tilts to the left.
Right.
We have a spring hat. We have a hat that tilts magically and opens. And the airbag hat. And the periscope hat. How could I forget the periscope hat?
Come on.
CD player, that comes out.
I think I like the tennis ball can hat. I thought that was an amazingly satisfying design. There's a couple hats that didn't even make it into the movie.
A doctor's hat, like it's a mirror sticking out of him. That comes out.
It's going to be a fairly fantastic hat in the movie. And some of these mechanical hats weigh more than 5 pounds.
Well, what are you gonna do?
He has a skull cap under his costume with magnets and a pin.
And there was this screw into his head, and it would just look very funny, you know. He'd be there getting ready to go on camera and kind of serious, and he would screw this screw in the top of his head and then go, you know, like it was a receiver from another planet.
Well, I was able to pick up the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, and I watched most of the Toronto Maple Leaf home games, so it had a nice little side benefit.
Something magical and full of wonder.
Mr. Humberfloop, I have to get home to my kids.
Ah, yes. Your children.
Okay, here we go. Stand by, rehearsing.
Both these kids are much smarter than I am. When I was their age, I could barely shake my sweaty hand with a grown-up.
It's like little mini adults.
In a constitutional monarchy, Parliament has all the real power.
Dakota is so sweet and alive, and she's a great actress. She's really, really terrific. And Spencer, the same thing. He's just very smart and very much a kid.
I think I still am a normal kid. I just act, you know.
It's showtime!
I think it's fun. I get to do stunts and all sorts of that stuff.
Scream and joy. Acting, I think of it as like a sport, kind of. Like other kids, they play on like a tennis team or a basketball team. I play like on an acting team, kind of. My friends, their first question was, how was it working with Mike Myers?
You know what? Let's just watch some flashbacks.
Why will you never go hungry in the desert?
Because of all the sand which is there.
No, because they have a lot of really nice restaurants. Yes, of course, because of the sandwiches there, Smarty.
And then he told us over and over and over again.
Why will you never go hungry at a sandwich shop?
Because of the sandwiches
Yes,
there.
of course, they have sandwiches, yes.
I loved working with these kids so much. Dakota is a great actress, and she's wonderful and stuff.
You don't try, you do.
But she's like the cutest kid ever. And Spencer's a genius, and he's hilarious.
This is what we in sales call a win-win scenario.
Did he tell you that? That he wants to bite me? He bites me all the time. No, Mike.
I found myself just really wanting to gnaw on her head a little bit. Not break the skin, but just sort of gnaw on it a bit because she's so incredibly sweet.
Look at you.
That's fine, I just like hold my arm out.
Dakota's really great, you know. We had a lot of fun together. I mean, there were those days where she just had a really bad attitude.
I'll have to add this one to my list.
But no, she was really great. I think sometimes it felt like we were brother and sister.
Do you know how hard it's getting to tell people that we're related? I don't have a brother at all. So he's like my brother.
You have like 15 cousins.
Yeah.
What's the difference between capitalism and communism? In capitalism, man exploits man. In communism, it's quite the opposite. Because of the sandwiches there.
Why are you laughing? It's your fault.
Someone lose a dog?
We have a dog, Nevins.
Nevins?
Shh. Nevins.
All right, Nevins.
Nevins is sort of the wimpy dog character.
Time to die.
He's got this a little wig, and it's like this, and it's all curled, and it looks like a sprinkler.
There's actually several dogs.
We have Bogey, Tuffy, Bugsy, which is the main one, and Short.
And then the one that's the fake dog, Stuffy. I didn't care for Stuffy. No, not a very responsive dog.
Okay, I have a problem with the word dog.
Nevins, come back! Nevin sort of runs off, and then he gets lost in the movie, the crazy name where Alec Baldwin takes him.
I don't like any performers who are treated more cautiously and more affectionately than I am. The dog gets more attention than any of the actors on the set.
In fact, I think Stuffy was wooden. That's why. That explains it.
It's got two people with it every minute, stroking it, feeding it. It's really kind of sickening. It's just really, I don't want to go there. What's your next question?
Evidently, I can't just take them. The owners and the trainers, they care about their dogs, so.
I'm sick of that dog.
Oh! I mean, I didn't pick Nevins up and rub him in my face either.
Oh! I refuse to talk about the dog on camera. Turn that thing off, please.
This cat should not be here. He should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out.
The fish is the voice of reason who will not embrace change.
Impossible!
His entire life is spent in a small bowl of water and urine.
Come on, kids, you gonna listen to him? He drinks where he pees.
The fish plays a very big part because, first of all, the fish is a visual effect in the very best sense.
The fish is played by Sean Hayes, who is hilarious.
The fish is the glue that holds the whole movie together.
I love the fish because the fish is the conscience.
This cat is currently in violation of 17 of your mother's rules.
City morgue.
18!
It doesn't have a name, though. I wish the fish had a name, but the fish's name is just Fish.
Me! Remember the fish?
We wanted kind of a slightly panicky, nervous Nelly, whiny character.
Red light, red light, red light, red light, red light, red light, red light!
Sean seemed like a very natural choice, and he's just extremely funny.
Came home in a baggie, loved me for 2 weeks, and then nothing!
Good. Can we play it back?
I spent a lot of my time listening to dialogue that was pre-recorded, trying to decide how to best display the intention and the intensity and the emotions of the dialogue through the character that's appropriate for the movie.
Well, sure, he can talk, but is he saying anything? No, not really.
After Sean records his dialogue, then I take it to the animators and give them direction as to how the fish should behave in every particular scene.
It's like a tennis match. The animators will animate to your voice, and then you'll also sometimes dictate to the animators what it should be.
So all the preparations that you would do for an ordinary actor, you would do for a CG character. A lot of time was spent so that we had the right wrinkles in his forehead and the right posture when he slouches and how much fat he should have, like on the outside of the belly when he's sitting on the ball.
When I first watched the cuts that I was in, I mean, it was astounding.
Oh my God.
And the CG creation of the fish is a masterpiece. I think it's slippery and it has shine and it exists. And you know, what these young people are doing these days with animation is kind of amazing.
Bravo, cat.
In the valley that stretches from this hill to that hill, a city is nestled.
My goal in the first frame of the movie, where we reveal the neighborhood and the town and the world, was to have the audience go, ah, I want to go there.
Let's go, go, go!
The story takes place in a heightened reality, or as Mike Myers calls it, an immaculate universe.
Would you like to go back in the toilet?
It's an idealized world. Everyone lives in a beautiful, matching, single-family home. The town is friendly and clean and dreamy. And despite all that, the humans are human, and the behavior is real and relatable.
It's a town that's not huge, but quite big enough for buyers and sellers to sell and buy stuff.
This street is Main Street for our town in Cat in the Hat. It's really an existing place. It's called Old Town Pomona. These elevations represent our treatment of Old Town Pomona. And we're taking all these stores, and instead of using words to designate a business, we're using the symbol of the business. For instance, if you sell coffee, there's a coffee cup, or a donut, or ice cream, books, golf. And what we do is try to take away excess clutter so that it has a peaceful, serene kind of feel to it.
3 miles down, you'll find Lip Lapper Lane. A pleasant enough street in a pleasant enough way, where a neighbor greeted neighbor with a neighborly hey.
Hey. The neighborhood is a slightly retro, slightly nostalgic setting whereby everyone gets to live in a beautiful little single-family house in a sylvan green-hilled setting. They all have beautiful trees. They all drive an electric car, except for the bad guy. He drives a fuel-burning car.
I see. Okay, that's great.
It's a complete fantasy world. It doesn't have a specific time in history. The design has sort of a timeless quality that is inherent in Dr. Seuss's books.
So they slumped in their chairs, too glum to complain. And to make matters worse, it started to rain.
The concept for the house was literally a child's rendition of a house. When a child draws a house, invariably they draw a gabled facade with a door in the middle, a window on each side. So it's a simple, playful, easily understandable, cartoon-like translation of a real house.
Cats! They're wrecking the whole house!
It has to be grounded in some kind of reality so that you can access it as a human, but it has to be simplified and cartoon-like enough to be able to contain a story where a 6-foot cat comes into your home and it doesn't feel false.
How'd they get so small?
The image you remember most clearly from the book is that crazy illustration of that rubbery-looking cat on the ball with all the objects balanced in his hands.
But that's impossible, isn't it?
The main image in the book is the cat balancing in balance on a ball.
It's entirely impossible.
It's just something that you remember with really great fondness, and so much happens and it's crazy, and then it all gets back together before Mom comes home.
You see the cat juggling, and you see him doing all these very fun things.
That's impossible! You're not just wrong, you're stupid.
It involves stunt cat, singing, live props with wires.
It's too much!
The cat is actually standing on a flat square box because a ball rolling around is too difficult for him to stand on and still balance.
All the objects in the scene, apart from the cat, were digital. You have to animate them, and then we have to light it to actually look like the objects sit in the background plate. We had to model the objects and put them in, balance them. They're all set up with a bunch of constraints, which means if I move one book, the other book moves with it.
And we have to make sure that our objects seem to float through the scene and land where they're supposed to land and have the right weight that they might have to have.
But to do the movie and not honor that image would be a horrible injustice.
You in the middle! Do it again.
Why don't we take my car?
You have a car?
Yeah, sure.
That is so cool.
That's just the dust cover.
The cat has a car, the SLOW.
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 Yeah, slow.
They created a car that I can't say the name of that's really hard.
Here she is, the super luxurious.
Super luxurious.
The super luxurious omnidirectional watchamajigger.
It's better than the last name we had.
The super hydraulic instantaneous transporter, or...
No! Quick to the slow!
It's the newest thing. It has red smoke that looks like fire. It's so neat.
The SLOW has been this great project. It's a very strange three-wheel combination of boat, plane and car. The vehicle design developed from sketches that Bo did, and we have a great vehicle designer called Harold Belka. He and I worked together to develop the car, and at the same time worked with props for the sort of objects, the things that it had to do.
GPS, check. DVD, CD, check. Someone from Czechoslovakia is a check.
It was set up so that the kids and the cat could sit in it, and there was a blind driver. He drove by watching a monitor that was hooked up to a tiny camera in the front of the car.
Wait! Two people can't drive at the same time?
You're right. We should all drive.
I am, also very much a kid at heart, and I wanted to drive the slow. I wanted to have a model of the slow.
It's very nimble because it was a three-wheeled vehicle, and the steering wheel was in the back, so it could turn on its own two wheels.
I think that the props in the movie are exactly how you would bring the book to life.
Can we do that again?
When they get back, the house is a mess.
Oh, you are so busted.
It's an insane mess. It actually is the mother of all messes.
It's a complete disaster.
He arrives on the scene with this cleaning machine called the Dynamic Industrial Renovating Tractor-Majigger.
D-I-R-T.
Or dirt.
That's right! He gives Nevins a flea bath, puts a little bow in his hair. Mrs. Kwan is all cleaned up.
On the set, they actually had the car that you see Mike Myers as the cat driving around with, or you see Thing 1 and Thing 2 driving their two little cleaning machines.
There's lots of puppeteered hands and mechanical objects like the cleaning machines that we have to make work in a live-action context, but at the same time design those things to work in post-production.
It was basically a machine with Mike Myers playing the cat who was driving around. What we did was build the arms, we put these virtual bones inside, we attach the arms, and then we do our animation, which is basically wiggling these arms around, picking up objects, wiping things clean, and so forth.
It really was reconstruction rather than cleaning. And so within the body of the dirt are an impossibly large number of contraptions and tools and appliances. If there only were such a vehicle, our lives would be so simple.
The arms had whatever they needed to have in the scene. There were paintbrushes and paint cans. There were little vacuum cleaners and sweepers. There were hammers and wrenches. We had anything we needed for any scene that needed something fun.
This tells you that equipped with the right tools, cleaning can be just as fun as messing up. Yeah! Try to tell my kids that.
Oh yeah!
Listen, Comdex, you probably don't want to do that.
One of the rules that the cat lays down is that you cannot open the crate.
This isn't just any old crate, it's the trans-dimensional transporter later.
No.
Yep.
And Conrad takes the lock off the crate, which makes the house turn alive.
All of this Seussian magical ooze is coming out of the crate, and it's going to create the mother of all messes.
The mother of all messes.
The mother of all messes.
It actually is the mother of all messes.
I chose to embrace the idea that this is an elementary lesson in chaos theory.
In the Seussian world, there's this clear, globby, purple stuff that comes out of the box. Our director named that chicken fat.
Chicken fat in the vortex was this clear, fluidy, big bubbles of snot, purple snot that floats around. And you don't want it on you. It's yucky.
Yeah, it's all purple goop.
Yes!
Purple.
Yes! Yes!
No such thing as good goop. Not good for you, not bad for you. There's quite a bit of goop.
Here we go, ready, and wind.
The vortex only existed on the set as wind that was generated by the special effects crew. We had to figure out a way of making the kids look like they were in the middle of this tornado and they were being blown around. So we had a crew of about 20 digital effects people working simultaneously.
That could work.
Though somebody would be specializing in the dust flying around, and there would be someone who's specializing in the objects flying around.
Done that.
And people doing the dust and the pink gooey stuff.
Okay, okay.
Well, we shut the crate, and still bookshelves are overturned and everything's not right. So we say, Cat, you just have to leave. You have to go.
I don't know that game.
What I love about the cat is that he kind of breaks into somebody's house and destroys it.
They destroyed your house?
And in the end, they're happy to have had the experience.
Wait, Cat, don't go!
I really should be going.
The experience of a movie is half sound, and of that half sound, the music is huge.
Maestro! I wanted to be a conductor. That's what I wanted to be when I was in high school, as a conductor. But once I started composing, I really loved that. When I first started writing, I'd play something and I'd say, it sounds terrible, what did I do wrong? You have to learn how to do it, and it's a slow process, but it's so worth it. Well, the first idea was to design instruments.
How'd you get so smart?
I thought, oh my God, this is genius. It's like the cat asked Thing 1 and Thing 2 to put together an orchestra and make some instruments.
This is the cat bass clarinet. It's very difficult to play this. He has to finger it all differently, and so we all thought that was a good idea.
That's backwards, it makes no sense. Look at you. Arr!
It should be difficult to play. He won't get every note, and it'll sound like Dr. Seuss, sound like Cat in the Hat.
Okay.
This is the modified trumpet that my assistant, Marty Frazou, modified. It's a little pocket trumpet, which is a marching band trumpet, so it's not so heavy. And it makes this kind of funnily, like... It sounds like a trumpet, but something's wrong with it. Something's off. It's out of balance. Have you ever hummed through a fan? It goes brrrr. So the trumpet goes brrrr, like it buzzes, kind of. Me, 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 meow!
What is your name, please?
My name is Ted Geisel.
What is your name, please?
My name is Ted Geisel.
What is your name, please?
My name is Ted Geisel.
Who is the real Ted Geisel? Born 100 years ago in the small town of Springfield, Massachusetts, Ted Geisel would grow up to become one of the world's most popular and celebrated authors. Yet few to this day recognize his name. For to Ted's millions of adoring fans around the world, he will forever be known as Dr. Seuss.
I am the cat.
One of my earliest and happiest memories, I think it was my 4th birthday. My parents got a complete set of Dr. Seuss, and I devoured them, and I treasured them.
I think because you grew up with these books, and because they have universal themes inside of them, and because the illustrations ignite such fantasy in your mind as a child, it just leaves sort of an indelible memory.
My dad used to say, and it's important to remember that he published Eugene O'Neill and William Faulkner and John O'Hara and all kinds of other people, but he always used to say that Ted was the true genius of all of those people.
Give me 5. 4.
In 1955, The Cat in the Hat was written in response to the growing illiteracy amongst American children. A publisher challenged Ted to write a book that kids could not put down, insisting the book be limited to a list of 225 words. Ted spent 2 years working and reworking the list.
Finally, obviously, you know the answer. He did do it, and it took off like a rocket.
The other thing about Dr. Seuss, which is why I think it's a classic for so many generations now, is the words just seem fun in your mouth.
The stars of Seuss's material are children who go through something. They go in one end of something and come out the other end of this psychedelic world. And they come out having learned some life lesson.
I'd have to say that The Cat in the Hat is my favorite book. It's a great character you think is an anarchist at the beginning, and then you realize he's a teacher. And what he's teaching is balance.
And underlying all that was the idea to make them love to read and go forth on their own.
So will the real Ted Geisel please stand up?
Conrad, did you know the U.S. Post Office is introducing a commemorative Dr. Seuss stamp?
Nope.
I did not know that. That is weird, random stuff.
It's the Seuss Centennial, and that's why we finally have the Seuss stamp coming out.
This is a biggie.
How do they make a stamp anyway?
Selecting the image to be put on a stamp is extremely difficult. Everybody has the opportunity to write in and make recommendations as to images that should appear on the stamps.
All right, everyone, let's just take a deep breath and calm down.
I'm very lucky. I have a group of people called the Citizen Stamp Advisory Committee.
Every day, the Postal Service receives recommendations. Every one of those recommendations is put into a book and presented to the committee.
There's something I want to show you.
Are there any kids on the committee?
I think we've gotten letters from kids. I don't think we have a representative from that age group.
Harumph.
After they decide on a stamp, they give it to an illustrator who has a really cool job. He gets to draw the picture that will be on the stamp.
I think you're gonna love it.
To print all the colors that are in this very colorful stamp, there's a big factory with all these really big metal rollers. The technicians hang a really big 3-foot wide roll of special paper on the metal roller, and then they pour ink into a big container.
Let me make this perfectly clear.
To make the stamp, each color needs to be put on a big sheet of paper in separate passes. So for the Dr. Seuss stamp, since there's 7 colors, the paper needs to go through the roller 7 times. When all 7 colors have been applied to the paper, the stamps are inspected for color and print quality by the experts at the factory.
They're done!
Once all the stamps have been printed, they are sent away to be cut into sheets that you buy at the store.
I'd have to buy some.
How come stamps taste so icky when you lick them? Ugh. Why don't they make them in other flavors, like bubble gum?
What would be the flavor of the year? I mean, we could do chocolate one year and strawberry the next.
There is a third option.
I'm not sure about the bubblegum idea, though.
You'll thank me later.
Finally, when the stamp is printed and everyone has worked very hard, the Postmaster General makes it official with his signature and they unveil the stamp to the public.
I guess there's just one last thing to check.
The unveiling is very exciting.
I'm so excited!
Because no one has seen the image before.
1, 2, 3.
Hopefully when the Dr. Seuss stamp comes out, more kids will get interested in collecting stamps.
I think that's a great idea.
Mom would probably like that. Maybe stamp collecting is a way to channel my energy next time I feel like making a mess.
Welcome to the Cat in the Hat Dance Salon. Step 1, the cat's crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Step, touch, step together. Back, touch, step together. Again. Step, touch, step together. Back, touch, step together. To the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the music. Step 2, the drop step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Stomp, stomp, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift. Again. Stomp, stomp, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift. To the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the music. Step 3, cross together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Cross right together, left together, right together, left together. Again. Cross right together, left together, right together, left together. To the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cross back, left cross back, right cross back, left cross back, slide right cross back, left cross back, right cross back, left cross back. To the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the music. Steps 1 through 4. From the beginning. Step, touch, step together. Back, touch, step together. Stomp, stomp, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift. Cross right together, left together, right together, left together. Slide right, cross back, left cross back, right cross back, left cross back. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the music. Step 5, the pony ride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. To the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the music. Step 6, step hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Step hop, step hop, step hop, step hop. Again. Step hop, step hop, step hop, step hop. To the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the music. Step 7, the knee clap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Slide. Knees, knees, slide. Knees, knees. Again. Slide. Knees, knees, slide. Knees, knees. To the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the music. Step 8, cross step finale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the music. All the steps together. Step, touch, step together. Back, touch, step together. Stomp, stomp, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift. Cross right together, left together, right together, left together. Slide right, cross back, left cross back, right cross back, left cross back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Step, hop, step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. Slide. Knees, knees, slide. Knees, knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the music.
make your papa proud. You wanna turn it up, but all you hear is toning down. So gather everybody's day. But while you're around, you might as well catch the tiger by its tail. And hang on, hang on, hang on. Everybody just get on, get on, get on. Get started and go on, go on, go on. Everybody just hold on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Everybody just get on, get on, get on. Get started and go on, go on, go on. Everybody just hold on. Just hang
Well, forget everything you know about making and say hello to the broken cupcakeinator. Just take off the lid, put in a carton of eggs, a pack of hot dogs, another carton of eggs for some reason. I don't know, more eggs perhaps. There's no playback. There is a third option.
There is?
Yes. And I'll tell it to you later.
One that is fine.
Now, I'm not usually a rules guy, but this is a biggie. No, my world and this world have to mirror my mirror. Look, stop it, no laughing at that. I guess not.
Hi, hello.
There, the dress is clean. Nice work, boys. There'll be a little less than ornament there.
What about the
No, hold on. There, the dress is clean. Nice work, boys. There'll be a something. No way. There. No, okay, I'll get it. There, the dress is clean. Nice work, boys. There'll be a something. No way.
Hey, can we please find the dog?
I'll get that. Cut. Wow.
I don't believe.
But the Colonel Wilhelm Academy is a... Sorry. Sorry. But the Wilhelm Academy is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Joan, and you must act now. I'm sorry, I blew it again. But the Colonel Wilhelm Academy for Troubled Youth is... Sorry. Is a... Ha! It's what we in the sales game call a win-win scenario. You ready? Ha! Ready? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Ready? Ha 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 ha! One, 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 one. Hey, win. Ready?
And hi-ya! Ha ha! And action. Ready?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Action.
Ha ha! Woo! Woo! It's a take. We just skidded off the track.
We shut the crate. The house will go back.
Action.
We don't have to tell your mother.
I can't get up. Ow!
Go. Faster, kid. Oh, faster. Oh, no, stop.
Holy crap. I know, maybe we can trace the mess back to the source. Follow the purple river, follow the purple river to the crate.
Better you have that line than me.
It's just like summer camp, except with brutal forced marches and soul-crushing discipline. If you're gonna lean on your left leg, or I'm gonna smack you.
Look at me! Keep reading the line.
You're not sending me to military school, Harry.
Cross to that mark, or I'll smack you.
What are you two looking at? You got the giant cat trying to go through the hole in the ceiling? Huh?
Call me Lawrence, okay? even though I'm dripping sweat and I look like a steamed dumpling right now.
Affleck.
They're not going to make a mess like they did. Crap. They're not going to make a mess for tonight's party, are they, like they did last time? Wow, what the is wrong with me?
Get it right, Sean. Hello.
Someone there?
Well, sometimes I wish the same thing. Don't laugh.
These are delicious.
Try the cupcakes. They're heavenly. They taste like dog.
That'd be me. I started to laugh.
Why not? It's just a crate.
This isn't just any. Wow. That's not even funny. Thing one. I don't know why they tried to drive it. Blah, blah. I tried it again in English. Sorry.
Don't lick the slate,
Oh,
please.
come on, just a little bit. I've had all my shots. I was gonna have a smorgasbord. Although those drapes are a train wreck. They're I'll try this again. Not good, not good when it comes off. I can still tell you the capitals of all.
Let's go right away. Cut.
To the kitchen!
Go.
Ooh.
Cut. Very nice.
I'd do it for nothing. Now, let's have a look at you two. Follow my finger. Up here. Down here. Left, right. Come on, soldier, this ain't your mama's house. Okay. I see. You're too bossy. And how many cigars are you smoking a day? Now, I'm not saying stop. I'm saying cut down. Now you. Ah. It looks like someone's allergic to rules. And it appears that your mother is dating a guy named...
Ow! Ow!
Larry. Now, let's see what the old phonometer has to say. There was this high-strung cat who thought she knew it all. The way she scheduled out her day could drive you up the wall. She liked to be the teacher's pet, always the head of the class. It took a ton of TNT to kill the bug up her ass. Yeah. Ask me, was she fun? Fun? Not a chance you can't have fun. Fun. If you're uptight, so loosen up and lose those lists. Life isn't such a riddle. You can't spell fun without you in the middle. Okay, give me 5. 4. Let's get this party started. A monster! He's a monster! A furry monster! He's gonna mortalize me!
Don't worry, it's just Nevins. He's part Chihuahua.
Well, he's lucky he's part Chihuahua. Get off of me. I'm all right. Okay, don't help me.
Hello. Joan Walden Real Estate. Be it ever so humble, there's no place like Joan.
Miss Walden, I have to talk to you.
Who is this?
Well, let's just say it's someone you know. Someone who sits in dirty water watching you all day.
Listen, you perv, I've got 2 kids and a mortgage. Why don't you go harass someone else?
I'm not harassing you, you stupid air breather. Listen, it's about your... Hello?
If this were my house, I'd be furious. Did I ever tell you about the time I got my things caught in the door?
Are you sure that you should be coming with us?
Of course. I'm an indoor-outdoor cat. You don't have any coyotes in this neighborhood, do you?
No. What if someone notices we're gone?
Don't worry about it. I've got it covered. I'm so smart. All right, Nevins. Time to die.
Cat, you scared him away!
Oh, right. Sorry.
There he is!
Hey! That's my TV!
Airbag. Standard.
I think I wet my jar.
Can we do that again?
Welcome to the jungle. We've got what you need. I'm Sanjay. I'll be your guide on a bargain safari. Can I help you to bag the big one today?
Don't do that.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about this TV.
Oh, no, sir. You don't want that one. We just repossessed it from some deadbeat. Maybe I can move you into a big screen.
Well, I really can't afford to. Wait. What if I told you I want to put a little down now, somewhere in the $2 to $4 range, and then come back and pay off the whole thing in a few weeks?
Are you planning on winning the lottery?
Better. I'm going to ask my girlfriend to marry me.
Wonderful.
Thanks to this dog, her brat kid's going to be shipped off to military school. I'm going to turn his bedroom into a home theater. Show me the biggest screen you've got.
Hunting for bargain? Come on now, Mr. Tyson, and let me guide to Super
I'm on TV. I'm on TV.
Welcome back, Nevins. We missed you, buddy.
Ugh, that's disgusting. He's an animal. You don't know where he's been. This rug is cleaner than that dog.
Mike, we gotta get out of here.
There's not enough time. We have to fight.
Excellent choice, Mr. Quinn. Let's just write that order up. Please, Mr. Quinn, sit down.
Is there a cat in here?
Oh, no. Very bad luck. The smell. Very unclean creatures. Lot of dander.
So when will this baby come in?
Let me find out. Maria! I told you there's no smoking in here. I'll put that out. Make sure it's good enough. All right, now beat it. Hey! Mommy won the championship! Hey, congratulations! Hey, what about my big screen? Sorry, let me ask someone from the shipping department about your television. Hey, Tiny! Come in here! Tiny, what are you doing?
I'm out of here! Hey, come back here! Come back here!
Dude, you must chill.
Dude, you must chill.
that was quite a workout. Time to hit the showers.
Hey!
Ow.
Hey. Woo.
Why? Because I can.
Cat. We got the lock back. Now let's get home.
If we get back in 20 minutes, it leaves us half an hour to lock the crate and clean up the house, 5 minutes to empty the dishwasher, and 4 minutes and 18 seconds of unstructured playtime before Mom gets home. What's wrong?
I think that's Mom's office.
You think?
Joan, your children are running around town acting like complete maniacs.
Flood? There's not a cloud in the sky.
Rucka-zucka, lava-roo! Rucka-zucka, Urko! Slug, 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 slug.
Flood? There's not a cloud in the sky.
Rucka-zucka, lava-roo! Rucka-zucka, lava-roo!
Flood? There's not a cloud in the sky.
Rucka-zucka, lava-roo! Rucka-zucka, lava-roo!
Hold still while I kick the tar out of you. Let go! Let go, my leg!
Thanks for the cupcakes, Sally. I made them just for you guys.
Ow. Hot.